She wasn't the prettiest. She wasn't loud. She did not shake her waist or show skin. But every time she entered a room, rich men turned like plants, facing sunlight. They called her a witch. They said she had marine spirit, but none of them knew that her power came from something far deeper and far more dangerous. Welcome to Whispers of Uche, where every whisper is a window to the unseen. Tonight, we whisper the tale of Amara, a quiet storm in hills, and the silent secret every woman wished she knew. But be warned, this story will shake your belief and expose a truth most people run away from. Now let the whisper begin. Friday night, Club Orchid, Lekki Phase 1, screams, flashlights, champagne showers. Then silence, because Amara had just walked in. No glam, no wig, no hips, just a straight brown gown, bathroom slippers, and a calm face like an ancient priestess. But the bouncers opened the gates for her. The bartender poured her drink without asking, and in less than an hour, she was seated beside Femi, the forest king, who was known for dating only ex beauty queens. Not a single hello. He was the one doing the chasing. At the far corner of the room, Sheila, a slay queen with 1.2 million followers, watched with envy. How? She hissed. What is that girl using? She asked. Nobody had answers, but the whispers were growing. Back at their shared flat, Kiki was boiling. How is it that every rich man sees you and forget the rest of us exist? She asked Tamara. Kiki had done everything, paid for a waist trainer plan, flew to Ghana for teeth whitening, downloaded jazz from TikTok, and even bathed with sea salt. Yet no man stayed. But Amara, she barely spoke. She did not flirt, she didn't chase, and she did not beg. But yet, every man came back. One day, Kiki could not take it anymore. She decided to follow Amara. That was when the true story began. Kiki followed her to a hidden area behind Sango Tedo, a forgotten compound. She crept through the bushes and peeked inside. There were 7 women sitting in a dimly lit room. No shrine, no chanting, just a mirror, a clay bowl, and soft voices echoing, I am not for sale. I do not beg for love. I am the storm that calms kings. This was not jazz. This was something older. Suddenly, Kiki sneezed. The room fell silent. And from the shadows, Mama Nneka, the head of the circle, pointed at her. You were not invited, she said, but maybe you were chosen. They asked her to sit. Kiki mocked it at first. She thought they were mad women. But when she looked in the mirror, she saw something terrifying. A crying girl, her own reflection dressed in designer pain, bleached, broken, bargaining for crumbs. Mama Nneka whispered, we don't use jazz, we use the truth, and that's more frightening. Amara stood, quietly placed a hand on Kiki's shoulder. You want rich men to chase you? Then stop being a billboard. Be a misery. Kiki did not understand. Not yet, but she stayed. Before we uncover how Kiki was transformed and the shocking twist that made Amara a target, click to Whispers of Uche right now, because here we don't tell stories. We reveal the hidden code behind everyday life. Now back to the story. 2 weeks after joining the circle, Kiki changed. She deleted her sugar daddy's contact. She started working with perfume, yet men followed her scent. She spoke less, but when she spoke, CEOs listened. One evening, at a wedding, 3 rich men left their tables to sit beside her. One said, you feel like ancient. You feel like home. She smiled. For the first time in her life, Kiki wasn't chasing, she was choosing. Meanwhile, Sheila was spiraling. She flew to Senegal for waist surgery. She used a love oil she got online that promised millionaire husbands. It worked briefly. After then, she met Senator B, a man who gave her a Benz on their first date. But 3 weeks later, he was slapping her for replying a male follower. He locked her in a penthouse, controlled her life. She tried to run, but her jazz had strings. She was bound to him in the spirit. Sheila went from slay queen to slave. The circle grew. Other women were joining, but not everyone had good intentions. One night, Kiki stole the mirror. She wanted to use it to manifest a billionaire husband. She stood before it naked, and at night, she dreamt of fire. The next morning, she woke up to find her tongue swollen and her phone filled with missed calls. Her ex had died in an accident, 1 minute after she cursed him in anger the night before. The mirror doesn't just reveal, it responds. And it responded to a broken, bitter spirit. Kiki returned the mirror, cried before the circle. I just wanted to matter, she said. I just wanted love without begging for it. Mama Neka said, power without purity is poison. You don't attract by force, you attract by alignment. They forgave her. She stayed and she healed. Some lessons to learn from this story. Lesson number one: peace is more powerful than packaging. You can look perfect and still attract pain. Lesson number two: silence is a weapon. Not every woman who speaks less is weak. Stillness confuses the devil. Lesson number three: you don't need jazz. You need healing, clarity, and inner value. Lesson number four: a man who truly sees you won't just want your body, he will want your peace. And if you don't have peace, you will keep attracting war. If this story woke something in you, if you saw yourself in Kiki or Amara or even Shelia, then click the subscribe button. Subscribe to Whispers of Uche because the stories here don't end with happily ever after. They end with revelation. This is Whispers of Uche, where every whisper is a window to the unseen. Until the next whisper, stay awake and stay listening.